Alright guys, so you saw the last video and you were like, well, I don't have any houses like that in my area. Well, every region is different. Every country has different houses. There's a million different houses. So let's take a look at a few different scenarios and how to handle them correctly, okay? First things first is you have to know that you have to be careful not to kill plants with soft wash. So I'm very careful to spray and not get a drop on what's behind this screen. So all this right here, I'm only hitting that. And then when I'm done, I'm careful. I'm going to rinse all this with water anyways. Uh, that is true for every house, every situation. You just got to be careful no matter what. Next, you have a brick house. So this brick house can take lots of pressure. What you're watching here is I'm going to hit it with, what I call the juice. It's the juice, chlorine, and it can take a lot of pressure. So if it's very dirty, you come right up next to it with your distance wand and you hit it hard. So I'm going to, in a moment, switch over to it, but everything here gets juiced. And then right here, from a distance, you can't see that well. I'm hitting everything with some water because it just got juiced. And then I come right up on everything, right up close, and get it as clean as it will possibly get. If there's still stains, it just means the paint is not there. It doesn't mean it's still dirty. You go through the whole house like that. Right up on there. If you're dealing with wood, you have to kind of flow through it. You see how quickly and how well this is cleaning? You don't ever come to a full stop. You're always moving when it's wood, because then you're gonna leave cuts in the wood, chips in the wood by stopping. Same with the surface cleaner. You can't let it sit for any amount of time. And then obviously this concrete, that'll clean right up really easily. But wood, you always got to stay in motion. Different situation. This is not a roof. This is called a mansard. And it's like a side roof. And basically, you got to move your stuff out of the way. Because if you're going to use the juice, you got to be careful of your surroundings. So that was already pre-wet. Now I'm going to hit it with some juice. Okay. So good. So that's all ready. I'm going to let that sit for just a little bit there. A few minutes. I'm going to come back to the other area where I just juiced it. And now, this area, because I'm going to be a little gentle with it, I just want to hit it with the X-Jet from a distance. That's going to be enough to clean this surface. Some surfaces are more gentle than others, and this is kind of a roof. You don't want to hit it with too much pressure. It's not fully a roof, but it's almost a roof. So you kind of be careful with it. If it's brick, obviously you hit it with everything you have. Now, here's some examples of different scenarios and what to do. But in this case, you have a house with an enclosure, and these you hit with the juice, and you let it sit. And then you come back, and you hit it with a wand extender, and you give it high pressure. These can take pressure. These things, they can take pressure. You're always careful not to kill anything inside. So I don't know what that was, but you notice here it's not there because I moved it out of the way. When it's all done, I put it back. These bricks can take a lot of pressure. You can do whatever you want with them. If you use both chlorine and the wand extender, it'll go much faster. And this is the kind of stuff that gets you Google reviews. Customers love seeing stuff like that. They don't know it's possible. This is a special situation. So here, this wall looks like it's made of brick, but behind here, this is styrofoam. And all of this here, this is all soft wash. All soft wash. How did I know it was styrofoam? Because I tested a tiny small area beforehand, and I could see that it was coming out. Like there was no brick behind there. There was nothing heavy. Whoever built it, they built it with cheap materials. Either way, this is all soft wash and rinse with the X-Jet, and it cleaned it perfectly. Older houses, you got to be careful. You can't hit them with a lot of pressure. There's a lot of moving parts. You got all these wires here, and you got some vines. This is all soft wash and an X-Jet rinse, and that will give you a perfect clean. So different situations, different scenarios, and you just got to be mindful. Like, is it brick? Can it take a lot of pressure? Is it older? Is it more fragile? Well, then you're not going to give it that much pressure, but you're still going to get it perfectly clean. And those are some of the examples of what you'll see around the world and how to clean it.